G'day from the USA. I'm Josh, the Pokemad Dad. And today I'm going to go through my next 5 Charizard cards, 15 down to 11. That's the most valuable Charizard cards in my collection. Pokemad Dad! So we'll get straight into it. We'll start from the start here. The beginning, the 15th valued card in my collection comes from the Japanese XY promo series. It's a card that came in a 20th anniversary art collection booklet. You purchased the booklet. It was only available from Pokemon centers in Japan. I was lucky enough to get my hands on one or two, and I've got a couple of cards graded from those booklets, and I managed to get 2 10s. This is one of the cards. As you can see, here is a awesome depiction of Charizard fighting with a Venusaur. It's an old EX card as well, which is really cool, and I'm so glad they're bringing them back next series with Scarlet and Violet. As you can see, it's Japanese, so I can't really read any of it. It's a very it's just an awesome looking card. Like, the artwork is cool. It's very cartoony. It's just different to every other Charizard card out there. It's got a Venusaur, so it's another Gen 1 Pokemon that everyone loves and enjoys. And they've actually sort of done a homage to this card with the recent Brilliant Stars set. Has a alternate art which has a very similar depiction, just a little bit more, I guess, realistic as to what today's anime looks like. This card is a pretty cool card in terms of its PSA 10 population. It's quite high. It's got a population just under 1,300. It's 1,296 from my last check. This card's probably valued anywhere, and that's just PSA 10s. This card's valued anywhere between $1,000 to probably $1,200. Just given the time you sell it and whether there's people out there that want it. It's not the scarcest card, so it's not one that I'm looking to sell anytime soon. It's just one that I got and I was very happy with. And yeah, as you can see, the booklet behind me, the booklet itself was actually quite a nice read. It's pretty much talks about everything from the last 20 years of Pokemon in terms of illustrators and all the artworks of all the various Pokemon cards, and shows them where the artworks and things came from and how they, organized and did a lot of the artworks and things like that. So really cool card. Very happy that it's in my collection. And on to number 14. Okay, so number 14 is a bit of an interesting one. It's one of only a handful of cards I have that aren't part of the traditional trading card game. This one comes from Topps instead of Wizards of the Coast or Nintendo or Pokemon. This was a very hard to get card at the time. In 2004 was sort of the end. It was coming to the end of the Pokemon early era boom. Now, the early era boom happened probably from 1999. It was big with base set and all the way up through the Gen 2 series cards. And then it started to taper off around 2004, 2005, 2006. Now, Topps itself is a very difficult set. It was a very underrated set. A lot of people didn't collect any Topps cards. Everyone just wanted the WotC stuff that was, the traditional trading card gallery stuff, trading card game stuff. And therefore, the Topps sort of was underbought and under-distributed by a lot of countries and a lot of companies. Now, this particular card comes from a set there. I believe there was 89 cards in the set. That's 89 regular cards. They also, each of those cards had their own foil version. And then there were also extra cards. So there was, I think there was 18 embossed cards, evolution cards of various Pokemon. Don't ask me what they are. It's a very tough set to find information on. But there was also 10 pop-up cards. This is one of the pop-ups. Now, this one in particular is quite special in that the population of it is only 5. There's 5 PSA 10s in the world. And that's probably due to the fact that it was, like I said, a very underrated set. A lot of the boxes have probably been destroyed or gotten rid of because people weren't purchasing them. And it's a pop-up. So people have probably got it, popped it up. So it creates itself a little stand. It's got Charizard. It pops up. Looks pretty cool. But I'm so glad whoever got this one decided to leave it in state. And it looks amazing. It is absolutely crisp. It's 4 sharp corners. The edges are fantastic. No lifting or anything. It's a great looking card, as you can see. I'll show you the back as well, because this one's obviously a little bit different. So that's the back. So as you can see, 8 out of 10. Collect all 10 pop-ups. I only collected the one because I don't care about the other 9. But yeah, awesome. Charizard pop-up. 2004 Topps Advanced Challenge. Amazing little series, amazing little collection. And if I could get my hands on it now and open some for you, I 100% would, because I think it would be quite a fun opening. But finding that stuff now is almost harder than finding base set cards and base set packs to open. So if I ever get my hands on some, I'll open some and we'll go through it and we'll have fun together. But otherwise, there's Charizard from the pop-up series. Yeah, fantastic card. So on to the next one. Number 13. All right, number 13 is one of my favourite sets from the XY series. It's not the most... I mean, it's an 8-year-old card, but it's not the oldest card in my set by any stretch. XY Flashfire was one of my favourite sets, mainly because it had a ton of Charizards. There's 7 Charizards in it. There was a base EX. There was another EX, same as this, but lower number. I think it was like 69 or 64. There's a full art, which you will see shortly. And there was 2 secret rares, and there was another card as well. So there was 6 or 7 in that set, actually. I can't remember. I think there was 7, because I've got most of them. But this is the same as 64 or 69 or whatever. However, it's got a slightly gold border around the outside, where you can see in parts, like in particular this part here, and over this side and stuff, you can see a bit of the gold coming through. Whereas the other one had the distinctive black border, although again, it's like a full art. It's an amazing looking card. It's Mega Charizard X. And I'm not saying EX, I'm saying Mega Charizard X. It's the dark black version of Charizard with the blue flames coming out of it. It's my favourite version of Charizard. And yeah, this is the secret rare. This is back in the days when secret rares, there was like 1, 2, or 3 in a set max. Then Sword and Shield came along. Sun and Moon came along, and suddenly there was like 15 to 30 secret rares, or even more. And now it's just ridiculous. So this was considered a chase card. This was the one you wanted. This and its brother, which is 107, I've also got. He is a bit higher up on the list in terms of value. This one, I'm not sure why it's so low. However, it is it's a value of between $1,500 and $2,000. And the population for this one's 171 the last time I checked. Now, I'm not sure why it hasn't gone up much in the last couple of years since I got this card, and since I've checked the population, it really hasn't budged. It is a hard card to get, and it's a hard card to grade because of that border. The border obviously becomes a bit of an issue with grading and things like that, the surface. But yeah, one of my favourite cards in my set. It's also different in that it's shows Charizard as a dragon. It depicts Charizard as a dragon type Pokemon. Whereas most are, I think there's 1 dark type and the rest are fire. So really cool card. I appreciate it in my set. It's one of those ones I like to look at. And yeah, it was, like I said, it's one of my favourite sets, Flashfire, because it had so many Charizards in it. It's just a cool set as well. So one of the early sets from the XY series. So there we go. On to number 12. So number 12 is another Charizard from Flashfire. This one is also one of my favourite cards. It is one of the first full arts, if not the first actual full art Charizard card. It's I had Flashfire had the Charizard, and XY base set, the first series that came, or the first set that came out with the XY series for Gen 6 had actual a Blastoise and a Venusaur full art of the same sort of artwork. At one stage, I had the Venusaur in a 10 and the Blastoise in a 9. And I couldn't get the Blastoise in 10. Otherwise, I'd have all three, which would be cool. But I ended up getting rid of the Venusaur and just concentrating on Charizards. But I'm sure the Venusaur went to a happy home, and I'm glad that someone else is looking after it. But this is Charizard, number 100 in the set of Flashfire. It is like I said, it's an awesome card. This one still has a fairly low pop as well. This is 180, I think, is the last time I checked. However, this one jumps up in terms of value. This goes from anywhere between this goes anywhere from $2,000 to $2,500. So it's I don't know, it's slightly higher population than the secret rare I just showed you. However, I think it's more sought after just because of the fact it's a full art. It's a different kind of artwork. It's kind of playful plus I guess serious kind of Charizard. He's looking like he's about to do something. We don't know if he's disobeying Ash or what, but it's pretty cool. It's an awesome looking card. The colours and things, they pop off the actual card. It's got that awesome texturing, which is like the circular texturing. It's one of my favourite cards. So there we go. That's that one. And we'll go down to the last card of this particular set, which is number 11 in my collection. And this is also a first for Pokemon and first for Charizard. So this is a newer card, much newer card, because it's from 2017. This is from the Burning Shadows Sun and Moon series set. This is the first time Charizard came out in a rainbow version. It was one of the first GX Charizard cards. So there was a GX version, just a basic GX version in this set, and he also got a collector's edition box, or a premium collection box, which had a Charizard on it. I do have that one. That's like the coloured version of the Charizard. This is the rainbow version. The rainbow versions back then were a little bit different. As you can tell, they're, I guess, I would say a little bit less. There's less colouring and stuff in the actual Pokemon to discern it from the rest of the thing, but it's from the rest of the card. But it still looks awesome. It's got that wicked texturing. It's the rainbow card. It's hard to tell on here. Oh, you can see the texturing. It looks amazing. Just an amazing looking card. Almost opposite to the Flashfire. He's facing the front this time instead of got his back to you. So this one has a population of 776. This was released in 2017, as I said before, and it's got a value of anywhere between $2,500 and $3,000. So as you can see, the valuations are going up. Now, the reason I didn't give you a valuation on my Topps Advanced Challenge pop-up card, there's only 5. I've never ever found any for sale, so I can't possibly give you a valuation. I mean, I've put it as 14 based on that it's not part of the TCG. I think I could quite easily ask for $1,500, possibly more. Like I said, it's if you get the right collector out there that's looking for it, and it's so scarce, so impossible to find, and impossible to grade, that population hasn't moved. So yeah, that particular card I can't grade in terms of value, but I've had to put it in because it's such a low population card. It's going to be worth a fair bit of money. But the rest of these cards, and all my cards, are easily comped. What we say is comped is where you compare them based on sale prices on various websites and various different auction houses and things online. But yeah, so that's why I don't say a solid number of $2,512 or something. It's between $2,000 and $2,500 because it's going to be somewhere in between there, depending on the time you sell and who you're selling to and time of year, really. So as you all know, various things can change prices. Prices fluctuate, but in general, most of these cards are going up in price, which is excellent, especially since I bought them all before the big price booms. And yeah, so that's number 11. So look, I hope everyone enjoyed that. I really enjoy showing off my cards. I don't say that in a vain sort of snobby way. I think I appreciate the cards a lot. And they're sentimental in a way to me, and I think I like to get the cards and show them to as many people as I can. I don't think as many people appreciate them as much as I do sometimes, and I like to try and share them as many people as I can. So please, by all means, watch the video, enjoy the cards. Yeah, I look forward to, so that was 15 to 11. Next time, top 10. Oh, I can't wait. Top 10. You guys are going to love the top 10. So I will do that sooner rather than later. I know this has taken a long time. But yeah, thank you very much for joining me. I hope you all have a great day. See you next time.